So yeah, pleasure to meet you guys.
Yeah, for real, man. Like, we're here, 1,000 Blows. Gonna be out soon. The link, obviously, why we're here is the combat that's involved in the show, the heritage that's involved in the show. So I think that brings Lee to his first question. Eh?
Yeah, 1,000 Blows. So no setting around the early 1900s, East London, both used with Caribbean, Jamaican blood running through your veins. So how did this touch your heart, reading the script for the first time?
For me, this is my first time. I've been acting about 17 years. This is the first time I've got to portray someone from Jamaica. To be able to do it with this particular character. Do you know what I mean? Set in the period of 1800s. And to be able to portray someone that's from Jamaica but so dignified. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like there's a lot of stereotypes that go around when you think about who a Jamaican man is. And, you know, some of them are based in truth, but it's like it's a very skewed truth. Like, there's so much. And to be able to show another version of it and not just made up. That was the thing. It's like this man actually existed. And we know that he was dignified. I may not know everything about his character, but I know from pictures at least that this was a dignified man. And he was a boxer. He came from Jamaica to become a lion tamer, ended up becoming a boxer. So you know also that there's something resilient about him. You know also that he was able to dream. Do you know what I mean? He had the opportunity to dream, like, and to actually action it out, you know, not have to get, like, very practical with his life and find a trade and just fit in with whatever the thing was to do at that time from his background, being working class. So yeah, it was an honour. It was very special to read. I'm so grateful to Stephen Knight, who wrote him so beautifully, and the rest of the characters. He wrote people of integrity, not good or bad people, but people of integrity, you know, and that felt special.
Stephen, for you as well, I've seen one of my favourite roles you played is in Yardie. Yeah, like you killed that role.
Nice one. Thank you.
When watching it, I didn't know that is your heritage, that is your bloodline, and you're tapping into your roots. So, how does it feel again to tap in, but from this side of things?
I think for me personally, you know, this whole thing came about with an image, a photograph of Hezekiah, and I've said this before, he looked so regal, so dignified. Full of grace and full of humility and full of pride. And you don't really get taught that in school, do you know what I mean? You don't really get to see an image of a black man in the 1800s in England like that. You don't. I've never seen it before. You see images of servitude, do you know what I mean? And people in service. I've seen those photographs, but I've never seen a proud, honourable man look so elegant and so dignified. And so then naturally we have, you know, it's a sense of duty really, and to maintain that integrity and tell the story to the best of our ability. And that is where, you know, Malachi went to Jamaica for a while, and he came back with such, well, you tapped right back in, didn't you? You came back with that wealth of knowledge and all of the stuff that you'd learned while you were over there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because not many people, I didn't know about modern Bay and the revolution, do you know what I mean? I never knew about that kind of uprising. And so Steve wrote a beautiful script and a really great script, but all of the characters have this sense of really, you know, pushing through adversity and surviving basically, but not just surviving, but really carving out a life for themselves. So in that respect, it's you do have you have a sense of duty to be truthful and honest to the story, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I look forward to seeing. Yeah.
We tend to just hear about the Windrush generation when a lot of our grandparents come over here at that time. So hearing about in the 1800s,
long before, and through the sport that we love, you know, a sport that I've done my whole life since I was 6 years old, and seeing it progress and seeing it in this light to me is even different. It's even interesting for me. But I wanted to ask you guys, how did the prep go to get ready for the boxing? How was the diet to get there? I see you walking around looking bowling.
Oh, it's big, wasn't it? See, for me as well, what it was straight away, I was very lucky. I had 6 months. I had 6 months to get ready and get prepared, because we produced the show as well. So once we got the green light from Disney, we knew we were going ahead. So then what I wanted to do was combine what I felt. I had a really good conversation with my boxing trainer, Graham, And my trainer, my physical trainer for like my gym work and my diet and everything, Rob, and we really worked on the character. And I'm a little fella, do you know what I mean? So we wanted to play to my advantages. Yeah. So we wanted to try and combine a style of like Mike Tyson with that little low centre of gravity and that body shots. And then there's a great, there's a man called Lenny McLean, who was a bare knuckle fighter, who was a beast. So I wanted to combine both elements of that. Do you know what I mean? And I had a load of fun, and we just tried to build me up. You know, look, putting size on 5 meals a day is hard graft, isn't it? It's hard. And everyone goes, "Oh, well, you just got to eat." No. You don't just grab burgers. You eat steak, chicken, broccoli, rice. Come on. Do you know what I mean? Good, healthy food. Loads of whey powder and protein, and then
you could see
creatine,
good muscle mass.
Thank you. And then, basically, look, to be honest, before we'd say take, the two of us were like that, boom, boom, smash and press. We'd been passing each other, the dumbbells going out, and it's like, and then we go in. It was great.
That's me before the weigh-in, man. Before I go for a weigh-in, that's what I'm doing. Like before I go on the TV, I'm like, let me just get a couple out.
Because you got to look,
you know what I mean? Put some oil on, you know what I mean?
And the choreography of the fights that we did was great, wasn't it? We had a wonderful time doing that, didn't we?
We did. And my thing was like, because we have obviously makeup artists there that have got to do the blood. I'm like, do that part, but I don't do the sweat. Let me do the sweat myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's actually work. And so when you see us sweating, it's us sweating.
Yeah, it's just sweating.
We were putting work in.
I know we're tight for time, so I just want to ask one more question.
It's a quick question.
So, quick question: who's your favorite fighters in real life, like boxing wise? Like, who is someone a fight that you've enjoyed, a fight you've seen, that's just real life boxing that you've connected with?
Oh. My favorite fighter of all time, I'm gonna say the Master Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
But then there's a great fighter from Liverpool called John Conti.
Oh
who was a world title holder.
Yeah.
And he's from the same place as me. He's from Kirby, so he's one of my heroes as well.
What you saying, man? Okay, who's?
I'll be real with you. I never watched boxing before this.
Okay.
And I had a lot of ignorance with the sport. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, you just got to fight and just go in there and punch people up. I didn't realize how much intelligence you need to be in that ring.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like to survive in that ring. Like it's not just about your hands. There's so much more going on. So I've definitely developed an interest in it since. Do you know what I mean? But I'm late to the party. So I've been watching boxing since.
We have to get them to one of the fights.
Yeah. And you've got to keep on the boxing training?
Yeah.
I have
some lifestyle now.
I'm involved now.
Yeah, it is,
Thank you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Nice one, mate.